Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. Wait a minute. They can't hear you. I knew I forgot a step. I knew it was like I was two together.
It's gonna be loud. Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome. Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Can they hear us?
Hear? Oh, nobody can hear apparently.
Oh, can you hear us?
Katie was fixing something, so we should be able to now.
Hi. Hello. I mean, they're all just saying
maybe.
Can't hear Katie. Katie's not talking. Katie's not talking.
Hello? Yes, working.
I hear it.
Okay. This, help me understand. This button that says mute is always lit up.
No, we cannot hear you.
Yeah. Push it again. Now talk.
Yeah, now, but it's lit up, so I thought it was muted, so I hit it.
So it's backwards. Apparently, your microphone is backwards.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's just there's this little red light that's like when it's tilted properly, it's hidden by this. Anyway, it's just.
Well, when you push the button and you actually muted yourself, the red light turned on.
I know.
Well, apparently, you are the lowest, Katie.
I am the lowest.
Oh yeah. She gotta turn her mic correctly. She gotta angle the mic correctly to be heard loud and clear.
I can see my decibels right here. It should be okay.
Hello, everyone.
Now it is. You're louder now.
Yes.
Welcome to the shit show, guys.
I have the same microphone, but I don't use it because it causes me annoyance.
Yeah, I don't have mine either. Okay, Katie, why don't you introduce us? Since I didn't do the agenda.
That's good. Good night, everyone. We just crashed into YouTube like a wrecking ball.
It's been fun. Bye.
It's been fun. We are Army Project 529. We are a BTS community for adults. If you want to know more about what we do and the massive amounts of content we've created, check out our website, our info page at ap529.com/links, which I am going to pin right now in the chat. ap529.com/links. Look at me remembering. Find links to everything we do there. We'll talk more about that later. We're going to get into it now. Tonight, Steph is in charge. Christina was not able to make it. She's having a little family issue, but she'll be fine. And yeah, take it away, Steph, because we are clueless.
They're clueless. I didn't put anything in the agenda. And it wasn't like I was trying to be all secretive, but we were painting all day, so I just didn't get upstairs. And my office is upstairs, and sometimes walking upstairs feels like a massive
chore.
I'm valid. I hate stairs, so that is a completely valid excuse.
I'm like, that's just gonna have to wait till I go back upstairs in 4 years.
Suck ass. So I get it. I agree with your decision making.
It's the worst. Okay, here we go. And it's cold, and I don't like being cold. Okay, so it was Thanksgiving week, and I don't want to get all in our feels, and I didn't want to do like the normal, what are we thankful for BTS, but I did want to do like the theme of Thanksgiving and being thankful. So I have a twist on that, and then I have a game after, or several games after. So a little bit of serious followed by some fun. Okay.
Ooh.
I have no idea how this is going to go because I asked the wise ChatGPT for assistance. So,
yeah.
What could possibly go wrong, really?
What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so we're going to talk about like a couple of different things. The first one is the unexpected gifts that BTS has given us without even trying. Okay, so I've got a couple of questions and then we'll go from there. Okay, and you guys can talk in any order. I don't care who goes. I don't know. I don't care who does first. Number one, which member, and you guys can answer in the comments too. Which member gave you an unexpected gift? Your definition of gift can be whatever you would like it to be, that you didn't even know you needed. And it doesn't have to be this year. It can be at any point.
Ooh.
See, the first half of that question, I was absolutely going to go with shirtless Hobie, but then maybe I'll still go with shirtless Hobie.
A really good choice.
But like the latter half of that question that I didn't know I needed would be RM's wisdom on lives. Actually, would be the real question given both halves of that.
Okay. I'm writing this down so I don't forget.
You know, I will say I think that somebody just said it in the chat, because probably the most unexpected thing for me, the most unexpected gift has been from Jungkook. I didn't know that I would need his brand of weird as much as I have turned out to needed it, with his weird little gamer self and his giggles and his taking 4 hours to set up a microphone, and just randomly cooking pasta and buying soy sauce he finds on Instagram and then making pasta with it, like shit that like pretty much everybody does, you know, like just, but you don't normally see a member of the biggest band in the world doing shit like that on live for people to see. So, I mean, I could sit there and say, I mean, obviously Namjoon and all of his wisdom and like a million things, you know, and like all the answers you could expect me to give, but probably you said the most unexpected. So I think that was the most unexpected for me.
Okay.
Nope,
Comfort.
You go, Katie, go.
Speaking of gifts I didn't know I needed. So for those of you who are newer to the fandom, and we know we have some, this whole thing where they're telling us like, hey, there's an album coming next spring and we get to look forward to it in a relatively finite amount of time. No, that's not how it's been for a few years. You just blink and all of a sudden there was a solo album getting released. You just wake up one day and they were like, boom, solo album. And you were like, wait a minute.
Yep. Very true.
I wasn't ready for that. So that was the case with Right Place, Wrong Person. That thing dropped into my life. I did not know I needed it. I did not know I needed something to get me that excited about music and art again, because their music is obviously great, but it was new music for me to chew on. And I didn't know I needed something to get that excited about. So thanks for that.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
You're gonna make me cry, Anne.
I was actually going to go open the feelings box and actually
shit.
Because for me, like the biggest gift is that this guy's found all of you guys in my life. So that for me is the biggest gift.
Patricia.
I'm sorry.
Shit, can I change my answer?
No, but it's true. This guy's actually found you guys.
No, that's true. And I wanted to say RM's wisdom on lives, but somebody already said that. So
yeah.
That too. You bitches.
It's true. You bitches. You bitches.
And everybody here.
Yeah. And everybody
here. Yeah, we have to. Okay, so Patricia got him. Okay, hold on. I gotta write that down. Okay.
Write that down. Feelings.
No
feelings. Immediately cross it out.
A little early. Okay, let's see. Now, what would mine be? I think this is gonna. Given the year I've had, I think mine is SUGA. I got my lesson from him this year, and that is, it's really okay to just be like, peace out. I'll be back when I'm back. I got to deal with my shit. You guys fine without me. Just go. And so he taught me a lot about that this year.
I mean,
absolutely,
valid.
100% valid.
That if you need the time, you just take it. You don't owe anybody anything.
If you need personal time, just fucking take it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't like it when he does it, but it gives me an okay to do it.
Really, it's really rather annoying.
It is annoying for all of us. I mean, like, one thing that they have like done for me this year is that photo drop of SUGA in Instagram. Like that drop. That was the gift that I didn't even expect and just was there. So yeah.
Okay, talk for 1 second. I'm gonna ask my husband to bring me water. Hold on.
Thought you were gonna say you were gonna ask Sean his opinion.
Clarion says, I feel like changing my answer every time I hear someone else's. Same.
Valid.
It's like, ooh, that sounds good.
And
yeah.
And I also love the random drop of a concert by Jin, even if it messed up our plans. That was pretty awesome because I got to see a lot of people over again, which I didn't. I was like, okay, J-Hope.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting my level of like reliance on Jin and his joy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that was probably the second biggest surprise gift.
Yeah, like I was not expecting Jin to be such a massive source of joy for me
And comfort, yeah.
and comfort.
And laughter.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because while they both did it, J-Hope and Jin both did it, for some reason, Jin's felt more like not babysitting, but I mean, like, I'm doing this for you guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to keep this all together. Like, I'm carrying this all on my shoulders. Here we go. Whereas Hobie's was just like, he's an entertainer. Let's go. Not that Jin's not an entertainer. I don't mean that. But I just felt like it was more of like a mission.
It felt like a mission for him.
Yeah.
Well, clearly Hobie had been thinking about his for years and planning it. And Jin's was more like, literally, he told us, kind of spur of the moment of like, that looks fun. Let's do that.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. Army will like that.
Needs this. So let's do it. It's like, okay. Okay, here we go. Next one. What's something that BTS or a member of BTS never said directly, but taught you anyway?
Ooh. That is a great question.
I just love, for me, like Jin is kind of the perfect example of going with a flow. And I kind of love that. I'm not, it's like, I'm not a planner either, but I kind of like that attitude that he has in life that is like, even if the situation is kind of like not the best, I'm just going to make the most out of it. And I really love that, because we have the tendency of like, kind of like, it's easier to complain and like be uncomfortable and like be very vocal about being uncomfortable. And Jin is kind of the opposite of that. Is like, okay, this is shitty, but I'm just going to make it work and I'm going to make it fun. And I really love that about him. It's and I'm not like that at all.
That is true. They very much, it is true. They very much like have never really directly said you got to be uncomfortable to get somewhere, but they show us all the time that you need to push yourself outside of your comfort zone in order to get the things that you want most of the time. In order to accomplish. And there might be things, I think there are things that they didn't say for a long time that maybe they've just kind of started to say now about like the things that they had to go through and endure. That like for a long time, we just really hardly speculated that they had to go through. And they're just kind of starting to hint to us. Like, with Namjoon's speech recently at APAC when he talked about like the racism that they experienced and the xenophobia that they experienced. So, but like I think they never really outright said, aside from the being uncomfortable thing, they've never really outright said to us like, be gracious. In the face of whatever adversity gets thrown at you, but they always have been. And so I think we took that as an example for ourselves when we started this project and have kept it going, because we've had a lot of things thrown in our face over the nearly 2 years that we've been doing this. And there were many times where we could have been vicious back at somebody who was vicious to us, and but we weren't. And I think and that was the thing. We were all like, always like, take the example from BTS.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
What would
The
Bangtan
number
do?
of times that they have not said it out loud, but we were like, no, like, what would they do? They would take the high road, no matter how much they really want to come out like guns blazing.
Yeah,
Like,
if we could write rap songs, we would. But we're not.
I would so write a cipher. I would so do it. Right?
Yeah.
If we were skilled enough. I think for me, it was JK. JK really showed me that you're allowed to be your authentic, odd little neurodivergent self. And people will love you for it, rather than shy away or, leave you friendless and alone. That when you are your authentic neurodivergent quirkiness, that some people actually find that something they gravitate towards versus run from. And it really showed me like to be more me. Even at work, I started being more my authentic neurodivergent bullshit, and my patient load doubled in that time.
Nice.
And so like it was a huge lesson that I learned from him. Was the more odd I became, like that was my authentic self. Not odd on purpose, just letting my brain do what it does. I actually got better at my job when I started doing that, and people liked me more. And I had always been like, nobody's gonna like me if I let them see my divergent self. So that was a huge lesson that I learned from him.
That was the other thing I was thinking of, and I can think of a couple of examples. I mean, really all of them, like just embracing your kind of weird hyper focus, or like embracing all of the different things that you enjoy. Like I know Jimin on live recently, he was like eating and watching some kind of physics lecture or something, and like JK does it too. He's like, they all do it. They all have their weird thing. Like Namjoon has these big stacks of books about topics that like nobody else would care about, but it's like just be you. Just like your weird thing and be loud about it. Or at least don't be.
You totally just took mine. I just wrote that down.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I said, try new things. I said, you don't have to have a single focus. Like we've seen like all of them just like branching out in 25 different things right now and trying new things and cooking and games and, modeling and acting and, trips and.
Yeah.
Different genres of music as well.
Yeah.
Solo albums all over the map.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yep. I agree. Just try it. If you fling it, you fling it, right? Well, he did say that, but
Yep.
that was sort of direct. Yeah, Tay-Tay and his weirdness. Okay, number 3.
Yes.
Did anybody else want to add to that? Did I skip somebody?
No, I think
No.
Okay.
I think
It's off because Christina's not here.
Yeah.
Okay. Which lesson, everybody's gonna know mine, but which lesson from a member shows up daily in your life?
Weirdly enough, it's the same as Steph's. Jin, if he flings it, he flings it. I've actually started saying that at work occasionally, but like that,
slightly
that
disconcerting
lesson,
in a doctor's office.
no, but like that attitude of like, I mean, what's the worst that can happen if that person is allowed to do this thing? What if they want to try? If they want to try this thing or try doing that, or even amongst staff, like if this person wants to do that or do this or that, what's the worst that can happen? If they fling it, they fling it. Let them try. As long as I've got a backup plan in the back of my head to fix whatever the fuck goes wrong if they fling it, if they actually fling it, then I'm okay with letting them fling it. But also like in my own life, trying to do something new or branch out into something different from what I've done before, in the back of my mind is always like, if he flings it, he flings it. And I know that is probably the same answer as Steph's. If he flings it, he flings it.
It is. Yep. Yep.
It changes. It could change a lot for me. But I think in this past couple of years, or especially this past year, because I've had a year too. Namjoon saying, you know, I mean, he said this a few times, but this other part was one specific time that really stuck with me. You know, he says his life is full of shits. He says that life is full of shit. But and then somebody was saying something that they were feeling pretty badly in chat. And he was saying, you know, life is full of shit. It's terrible. Sometimes it's terrible, but I promise you it's still worth being here for.
Mm-hmm.
You said there's some really beautiful shits.
There's some really beautiful shits out there.
Yeah.
Yes, I was thinking like, but there's some really beautiful shits out there,
So
and it's worth being here for. It's worth being here for.
I love him. Okay.
I know.
That was one of my favorite. I would say that. Sorry, were you done?
Go. You go.
Yeah, I'm done.
We're the if he flings it, I would say that's the most impactful, but that's not one I think of on a daily basis.
Don't.
I need a lot of help being patient and playful in my daily life. I'm not a naturally very playful person. Like that was actually one of the hardest things for me becoming a parent was like I have to play with them. Like I can't just do stuff.
They don't just amuse themselves.
They can't just stay over there while I do things. Like somebody has to do the dishes and the laundry and like make the food and do the like I have to do stuff. I can't just stop and like it doesn't come naturally to me. So actually sometimes I think about like Ren BTS and like how playful and silly they are, and that helps me.
Mm. Thank you.
For me, speak yourself. I'm in an environment on my daily life that basically everybody's so fake. So for me, it's like very, very hard because I could like kind of fall on the line and act like I'm not myself. But I believe that me and my principles should be always stronger, and I shouldn't really care what others think because I'm being true to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that I do. I notice that I do it more now, and I have less fear for what people would think about me because it gives me such satisfaction to be myself. You know what I mean? I do it like this, speak yourself. It's kind of my motto that I have in my forehead every day. Like, I'm not going to mince my words or bite my tongue. I'm going to be who I am. And I'm going to stick to myself. Even if it's hard. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's mine. So.
Nice.
I love that. Those are good answers. Okay. Next segment.
Ooh.
Okay, hold on. We're going to talk a little bit about ripple effects, okay? And sort of how, well, obviously, one thing kind of leads to another. Being grateful about one thing kind of leads to another, and opens your eyes to another, and it kind of creates. So the question is, what BTS song created a ripple in your life, something that led to something else or started a process for you, whether personal or community or what have you? But is there a particular song that either a big wave or just a tiny little, ripple for you?
I think I gotta say Ma City, and I think we know why. Because we love naming shit. And Patricia was like, I think I can make a map thing.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah. And what are we gonna name it? Well, we love alliteration. So Mas didn't, it's all about where people live and finding people close to them that are armies. And we want to bring them into our community, but we also want them to be able to find people near them and maybe also bring them into the community. And so it's both online and offline. And so the whole idea of and the idea of the song, being proud of, you know, who you are and where you're from, and being proud to be a BTS fan, and finding other people that you can feel comfortable being a BTS fan around and sharing that with. So there are others that might be more personal, but that was literally the first one that came into my brain because it was such a big thing for the project.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. So What is a really good one too.
Yeah, I was gonna say So What is a great one. And that's very much, if you fling it, you fling it. It's like that saying.
Yeah.
Mine was my true ripple effect, because I really had already gotten into BTS to a certain extent, but the thing that really, the whole ripple effect for me that started the whole thing was Snooze. There was just something about that song, something about him singing it, long-haired Yoongi. It was like the perfect storm. And it also got Sean. Snooze is what pulled Sean in and made him go, okay, I kind of get this. And then from there is kind of when my passion for BTS as a whole grew, and then thus everything just sort of continued.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And just him saying over and over and over and over and over again that everything was going to be okay.
It'll be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't believe it, but then you put that song on and all of a sudden you're crying in your car, sitting in front of your house.
You're like, well, Yoongi says it has to be true. So he doesn't lie. So
your neighbors are staring at you like, why don't you just go inside and cry? And like, you can't get out of your car. That never happened to me, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yes, Abe. Susie, yes, as he's peering at us. Yes.
Get the head cocked like he's focusing.
Anne said Magic Shop. Magic Shop. That's a good one.
Magic Shop's a good one. What about you, Doc?
Set Me Free Part 2.
No, yeah, the other one.
That one was my freedom song.
So I didn't quite get the question. Sorry. I kind of like missed it. So I'm like, really, what are we talking about? A song that really kind of changed how we see things?
Yeah, or like kind of started a ripple effect in your life in some way. It doesn't necessarily have to be what got you into BTS. It can be something that started you on a journey of discovery or understanding or whatever. Just is there one song that you can be like, yep, that led me to this place?
Epiphany.
Epiphany.
Yeah,
it was an epiphany.
That's Epiphany was indeed an epiphany.
No, but
indeed.
No, but
An
like
epiphany.
I think that like, you know, that song, and you were there, Quins, and I was like literally sobbing my eyes out in York with that song. That song like totally changed. Like the first time that I heard it, I didn't quite understand the lyrics, but the moment that I just got into the lyrics, I was like, shit, this is it. I mean, like, for me, BTS has the ability of saying things in their songs that I've always wanted to express, but I could not put into words. And like that for me is like one of the things that dragged me in. I was like looking at this lyrics and I was like, man, they're just saying something that I thought so many times, and they're expressing it in a way that is so clear and so in your face. And that's what like literally like dragged me in. The first song that actually kind of like pulled me in was Fake Love, because it has this lyrics of like things that I have lived through my life that I was like, man, why do these guys see me? Like, it made no sense to me. You know, they are seeing me and they're seeing what I've had in my head so many freaking times, and they're expressing it so beautifully. So for me, that was like very, it was kind of disturbing at the very beginning. I was like, what is going on?
These things raise uncomfortable feelings sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. But if there's a song that like literally like is something that I've been trying to come to terms with like my entire life, like that song was Epiphany.
That's a good one. Someone said Reflection. And we said Reflection, and that's a really good one, because that core message is I wish I could love myself. And then we get Jin with Epiphany saying I'm the one I should love. So it's almost like they give us both sides of the coin and help us go on that journey.
I think there's something about Epiphany too that and I always feel weird when I say this, or think this, but like before that song, I don't even know that I knew that it was okay to love yourself. Like, I think I always just thought that that was very prideful and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that meant you were big on yourself, like ego.
Yeah.
And I think
like
the first time I thought of loving yourself in a way that's non-egotistical.
Yeah.
Giving yourself permission, you know.
Yes. Well, and when you also, we were talking about this earlier in our VIP meeting this morning, but when you realize that loving yourself is also like the greatest gift that you can give other people, because it's only when you truly value yourself that you can, one, value other people, but more importantly, let other people value you the way that you should be valued. Because when you don't value yourself, and I speak from extreme personal experience, when you don't value yourself, you don't give other people the chance to do it. And you can miss out on a lot of good things and good relationships and just life in general when you don't allow people to love you the way that you should be loved. So you have to love yourself first. And that's a really, like you said, Steph, that's a really hard thing to learn and accept.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the things too is when you learn to love yourself, there is a fine line. There is a difference between pride and confidence. And there's this idea that if you love yourself, it's prideful. But the reality is when you love yourself, you become more confident. And those are not the same thing, but they do get conflated easily.
I mean, if you love yourself, you actually kind of prevent yourself from like relating to things that hurt you, because you know that you care about yourself enough that you are not going to allow anything to hurt you. And like, and I feel that for me, at least, it's like it prevents me from like bringing things into my life that might hurt me. And that's amazing. It's the best feeling ever, you know, of like, I know that this is not going to be good for me.
Yeah. Katie, what's yours?
It's a duo, Cypher 3 and 4. I don't know why. I didn't ever have
Cypher
trouble
4 is
loving myself so much, but I think the confidence aspect, like, it's hard to explain. I think being confident, those songs, and yeah, as we've discussed before, if I have to feel an emotion, anger is the emotion I prefer to feel. So
it's the one we most comfortably sit in.
I mean, Cypher 4 is probably my number 2 of life-changing songs. So I agree with you on that one.
D-Day was my number 2, the actual song, not the album. Yeah. Kind of like you said, that Set Me Free Part 2 was your freedom song. D-Day was like my freedom song with The Future's Gonna Be Okay.
Love it. Okay.
There's just something about being screamed at. I love myself.
Well, I was going to say something. I'll save it. Okay. Number 3. If you can think a moment in the BTS storyline, not a member, a moment, what would it be?
If I could what?
Thank
a moment in the storyline.
Thank a moment.
Wow. That's a hard one.
Okay, repeat one more time for my brain.
If you could thank a moment, not a member, but a moment in BTS history, what would it be? I'll give mine to kind of give you an example of what get you thinking. Mine would be the entirety of In the Soup season 1 of them doing that, being that, showing that, all of it. That's my moment that I'm I would, if I had 5 seconds with any of them, I'd be like, thank you for that. That's what I would. Yeah. I'm thankful for that moment.
Oh, okay. So thankful for us personally, not thankful for their story.
Right.
Oddly enough,
Okay, go.
You go first, Patricia.
I think the moment that all the 7 guys fell in the same freaking place at the same time. That's like that's the thing that I think the most. Because it's what led to all of this.
Yep.
That is like the
moment Bang PD was born.
on God's green earth would think to put the 7 guys in the same place at the same time. For me, that's and I'm not a believer on anything, but that's divine intervention. Like, who put the 7 guys together in the same place at the same time?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm
Oddly,
oh, sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay,
You were first.
so,
I forgot.
Oddly, we'll get there eventually. It's fine. Oddly enough, the Festa 2022 dinner, the one we shan't name, the one that we shan't speak of for years because it was too emotional, because that dinner taught me how to face the fearful unknown with grace, and that it was okay to feel emotions when facing a terrifying unknown future. Because at that dinner, they had no fucking clue if they were going to come back after military, if the Army was still going to be there, if their solo careers were going to do anything, go anywhere, if the whole plan was just going to be one big fucking flop and failure. They didn't know. And the way they were approaching that unknown of letting us know they were going on hiatus, that they were going to be working on solo stuff, that they needed this in order to be able to come back stronger because they were basically burnt out. They were tired. There was all these things, all these emotions, all these unknowns. And the way they expressed that to us with such grace and raw emotion was something that helped me greatly as I faced personal issues and unknown issues. And even in the launching of this project and you know, the terror of that whole process, and we didn't know what we were doing and figuring it all out. Like, I often have found myself going back to the lessons I learned in the Festa dinner that shan't be named, and the way they approached that. So that would be my biggest thankful moment.
I'm going to say that moment where they told them to move out of the dorm because there was no money left and they said, we're not fucking leaving.
Fuck your bullshit, find the money.
Yeah,
man.
I have nowhere to go and I have something to say. There is there is no hope. There is no reason to hope, but we're going to stay here and keep doing what we're doing. That moment and every moment after that there was no hope and they were tired and they kept going anyway.
Mine is very similar to yours because I'm thinking about the moment that they decided we're going to go all in on this social media thing, this YouTube thing, those very early vlogs on YouTube where they literally just sat there and they told us every single thing, that every fear that was in their hearts and how scared they were to be doing what they were doing, but they were also excited. They talked about missing their parents, like all of it, like just so vulnerable out there and so excited, so young and just determined. And like, you cannot watch those and not feel a sense of, well, shit, if they can do it, like I can do it. Not that exactly, but you know, like I can do something, you know, and just the amount of what determination and nerve and sheer audacity can get you.
Yeah, that's so true. I'll give one more and then we'll move on to the next thing. My other one would be J-Hope's Festa concert,
Mm,
and our first glimpse of all of them together again.
yes.
I mean, there was something, that moment was probably one of the most powerful. Like, we were rewarded for 2 years of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was
2
years that we thought were going to be nothing, and they were like everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, that was so powerful.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move the focus a little bit away from BTS in a way, and it's gonna be on ARMY. Okay. So what's something ARMY doesn't get thanked for enough?
Ooh. Innovation. Innovation and resourcefulness. I think that maybe they're starting. I think the world is starting to realize, but there's still so many people that think that ARMY is just a bunch of young girls, and screaming at guys that they find hot, like, and they don't, because that's what they hear when somebody says BTS, they hear screaming that is predominantly female. They don't see, they really have to start digging, and some people don't want to dig, but you really have to start digging to understand exactly what it is that ARMY does. And I'm seeing a lot of good things in the chat too, but yeah, but the resourcefulness and just tenacity, being able to, I mean, literally ARMY has moved like mountains. I mean, not literal mountains, but like figurative mountains. ARMY has moved. So I don't think ARMY gets recognized and appreciated for that enough. Like, just the tides we've turned on social media, the way we've charted them, the numbers. Yeah.
Well, if Christina was here, she would mention the whole thing with the whole Yoongi thing. You know, we shut down the entirety of, basically the press for.
Yeah,
we controlled algorithms for 48 hours on multiple platforms.
The power of ARMY.
Shit. Yeah. For me, it's tenacity. Kind of along the lines of what Lisa was saying, but like we are tenacious, resilient bitches in ARMY, man. Like, we face shit from all directions, including people in our own families, people on social media. It's like this constant battle against naysayers, people who just don't get it, whatever. It's like this constant battle against negativity, I guess would be the correct word here. And yet we continuously and repetitively bounce back from that negativity, and we stay strong, and we continue to love the band that we love and other ARMY, and we support each other, and we bring each other up, and we give each other, that strength to be tenacious.
Yeah. What about you? Okay, Katie, what do you think?
I'm thinking. I'm not coming up with a good answer. I guess what's coming to my mind is, like, when I scroll through any social media, particularly Twitter, because that's more image based, like, I'll just see people who are spending so much time and effort on particularly streaming and charting efforts, and they make games out of it, and they make graphics for it, and they have these whole campaigns, and they get paid nothing for this. In fact, they spend their own money to do this. So I think that is an example of creativity, an example of dedication, and I don't think ARMY gets thanked enough. It's not just I sat down and I streamed a song a lot. It was like, no, I tried to make this really fun for somebody, and I know what kind of work goes into that. So,
Katie, people are still saying they can barely hear you.
Okay, I'll try to get closer.
And Jennifer Cooperman, if you just found us, boy, we wish we were presidents of the fan club.
Yeah, we do.
Or are we leaders of ARMY? But we do run a fan project. Hello and welcome.
Welcome.
We're presidents of our own fan club. How about that? We made a fan club.
We created our own.
True. We kind of did, but not ARMY. We're not presidents of ARMY. No. That's too big.
Patricia, you have any thoughts you want to add?
For me is like what I really love about ARMY is you go to a concert and you see every age, every gender, every race, every language in the world. It's that the sheer variety of armies that we have. But what I really love too is like when I first went to my first concert, I was like, I'm going on my own. I don't know any of these people. You know, I'm gonna be completely out of place. And I felt like a warm embrace, and that was amazing. And I think that we just don't think about it because there's so much noise from people that are not as welcoming. And sometimes we don't think about it, but like the regular ARMY welcomes you with open arms and will take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that we just don't think about because we're so lost in the noise sometimes. But I'm telling you, like, one thing that we don't thank the ARMY for is for being so welcoming. Because
Go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, what was it, Steph? You like threw yourself to Los Angeles and didn't even know somebody, and you were just like, I'm just gonna bet I'm gonna get off this plane and someone's gonna pick me up and take me to a concert and not murder me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
and
I mean,
here
I think
you are.
that was actually
Here
what
you
I was
are.
thinking about. I was thinking, you know, we basically, you've never met a stranger because you have one major thing already in common.
Yeah.
Sadly, if someone's going to ever lure me away, that's how they're going to play ARMY, and I'm going to just trust them.
Just get in the truck. Yoongi's in the truck.
It's the BTS candy van.
No, but I'm telling you.
I got boy paper in the back of this van.
I got boy paper in the van.
For me,
yes, I do want to see your boy paper.
You know, I really like, for me, I really resisted becoming ARMY. Like, I really resisted it. I was like, this is not me. I've never done something like this. This is ridiculous. It didn't fly with me. And then I went to that D-Day concert in New York, and I was with my daughter, but I met this couple of ladies that were right in front of me in the line. They were in their 60s. They were from Florida. They asked me where I was sitting at PTD, and I was like, in PTD, I didn't even know who they were. And they were like, oh my God, your baby ARMY. And my daughter kind of chuckled because she was like, baby? Like, she's not a baby. But they literally took care of me, and they were like, you know, like, oh my God, you are not going to believe it when you get to see all 7 together and stuff. It was amazing. And it was just like, you know, and everybody was like very talkative and super nice. So I was like, wow, you know, I was in awe. And people were giving me freebies. Like the freebie thing, like literally blew my mind. Like literally blew my mind.
Right.
So yeah, I think that that's something that we don't thank ARMY for. But I think that, yeah.
Yeah, I've been to so many concerts in my life, like a lot. I used to go to concerts all the time when I was younger, and never, ever before did I go to a concert and people just walk up to me and give me a whole bunch of free shit.
Yeah.
Stuff that they made with their own 2 hands. And be like, hi, oh, so good to see you here, have this, have that. I'm just like, where am I?
What is a
so much
freebie? I had never even
attention
heard of a freebie.
happens right now, especially, you know, I mean, what you really hear more about nowadays on social media is the negativity, right? The fan wars, the this, the that, the morons that come at you in the comments, the shippers, the this, the that, the solos, you know, it's so much attention on all of that you lose sight of the normal, like the rest of us, right? That are just normal everyday loving ARMY who just are here to have a good time and support the 7 guys we love so much. And I agree with every single thing that you guys said. I mean, the innovation, the resourcefulness, and the tenacity, diversity. I would even just say, which I know it does get a lot of attention, but ARMY are fucking funny. They're just funny.
Yeah.
Some of those editors, man, they are some shit,
really,
and it is all the right shit.
It's just, you know,
Genius.
you ever need to pick me up, you just watch their edits, and they are so fucking funny. I just can't even get enough, you know.
That every time I'm ready to like burn the bird app completely to the ground, it will redeem itself with a few really, really good memes. And I'm like, all right, another day.
You get one more chance. Yeah.
You get one more chance because you made me laugh and I really needed that laugh.
Yeah. Well, I did a video the other day about why I love BTS, because they're dorks. But I think ARMY, we're all dorks too. I think that's why we all love each other. Like, we're all just a bunch of dorks. You got to be to love these 7 dudes that you'll never in your life meet, right?
I think it's like, best. If you're ARMY, you already have a friend, because like the thing is that you already have the inside jokes. You get all the inside jokes. And I think that is a big basis of like friendship, just having your own little language that nobody understands. Because if you're ARMY and you make a reference to BTS, everybody's gonna get it and everybody's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Even the most obscure and subtle references, and somebody around here is gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna get it, and I love that.
Yeah. I love that. The dork thing is my favorite. That's more important to me than them looking like as hot as they've ever looked in their life. You know, give me them falling down 9 million times on a water course just trying to beat Jungkook.
Yeah.
Or accidentally making a goal into their own goal post because they slipped on the soapy.
Yeah.
Jimin somehow kicking himself in the head while falling off of a chair.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, I love dork. I
dork.
really do.
I do too.
It's my thing, man.
Okay, what is one small act of fandom kindness that you've witnessed and that has stuck with you?
Sorry, I talked over it. The most incredible act of fandom kindness.
With one small act of fandom kindness that you've witnessed and it stuck with you.
I have one. Because I've been meaning to mail a thank you gift for this for probably 2 months. I promise I'll do it one day. Somebody in the server, when people were collecting the tiny tans were not available in every country due to various laws around toys with food or whatever. And somebody really, really wanted them. And somebody went out of their way to go get a whole set and ship it to another country without asking for, as far as I know, anything in return. So that I thought was a beautiful act of kindness.
I mean, there's so many that I could name just from our community alone. Mm-hmm. People just reaching out and offering support, sending tiny gifts, sending large gifts to each other. I mean, I've seen it. I've been on the receiving end of people being so gracious. I've seen others receiving, grace from people, and just, I can't even go into specifics because if I do, I'll start crying. So I just think every day in our community, I see something amazing. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it literally is just sometimes it's just somebody says something in the server, like, I'm having a tough day, and everybody reaches out and how can I help? A message of somebody's pet being sick, and everybody is supporting and sending well wishes and things, like just even simple things. But I see people say today, what was it, I don't want to like out her, but this is a good thing. It was Lily's birthday today in the server, and everybody was wishing her a happy birthday, and she said, thank you guys, you don't know how much it may seem silly, but coming in here and seeing all of your messages really, really, really made my day. Mm-hmm. And
I love Lily. Lily's so cute.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she's here because this is her birthday. She's with her family. But anyway,
she's adorable though. Anyways, hospitality for me, and it comes in multiple forms. One, I haven't gone to a single ARMY event so far where I have personally booked the hotel.
Same.
Not one. Have I personally booked the hotel? It's been other ARMY or like even not even a BTS event, but just a K-pop event. I fucked down to Rogers, Arkansas, not last weekend, and Gretel was like, I was gonna make it a day trip. I was literally gonna drive back Sunday night late, and Gretel was like, I literally live right there near where you're going. It was like a 20-minute drive from where we were going. And so she was like, literally, here's my address, come stay in my guest bedroom. And I've had people who came up to J-Hope movies and other movies in the past that have stayed at my house. And so like it's that hospitality of like just that interchange. Again, it goes back to that trust, like Stephanie, I'm just gonna fly to LA and somebody's gonna pick me up and bring me to the concert and give me a place to sleep. And I have no idea. I've never met them in real life, but this is what's gonna happen. So like it's that hospitality, that element of like, oh, you want to go to the concert, I have an extra space in my hotel room if you want to split the bill or whatever. And so like the hospitality has been absolutely astounding to me because I've never experienced it in any other realm of my life other than BTS ARMY, like not at all. And so that for me has been a pretty impactful component.
Yeah. Who's next? Is that everybody?
I don't have anything because you covered everything.
Yeah, right.
She's like, I don't think you guys are that nice, actually.
Yeah.
No,
like, I see the real you.
No, you guys,
No.
I fucking lied. Everybody's super nice. No, I mean it's like, man, you know, when I was like when I was recovering from my surgery, somebody sent me flowers, and I thought that was amazing. I mean, like people don't have to do those things.
No.
They're nice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think too, even like I think back to, and I hate to even think of these days to some extent because they were sad, but like during the Yoongi stuff and the people that went out of their way to make sure that the stupid wreaths that were put up, you know what I mean? Like the people, I mean,
Yes.
ARMY is so protective, and sometimes that can get negative, right? Like we've all experienced the negative side of that protectiveness. But when we use our force for good,
right?
Bunch of mama bears out there like, oh hell no.
That was the birth of Anyang bitch, right?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyang bitch.
Yeah, they literally lined up. So where if you were inside the high building, you couldn't see the wreaths because there was ARMY with signs standing in the way. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
I love that
it's
stuff.
fine. I'm fine, guys. Don't worry about me.
Oh gosh, okay.
you're opening the feelings box, Steph.
No, shut the feelings. I have enough feelings.
Not
Close the
fair.
box.
Katie, you want to do intermission while now that we've
Intermission.
I don't have it written down.
Intermission.
Oh, do you want me to go get the thing?
Oh yeah.
Well, I
Go
figured
get
you
the
can
thing.
just talk about the shop and stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. I just have to get in the mindset. So, as we talk about every week, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. If you're not new, I'm sorry you have to listen to this again, but it is my duty to do this. If you are enjoying this conversation and want to hear more about them, if you enjoy what our community does, and you'd like to help keep it going and help bring you the spaces and the content that you enjoy, there are a couple of ways you can support us. We have, first of all, a Patreon, which several people have subscribed to recently. Steph held our second monthly coffee chat, Come As You Are coffee chat, Sunday morning chat. She's been hosting that on the last Sunday of every month for our Violet VIPs, which is our $10 a month Patreon tier. And she's going to continue doing that, like I said, on the last Sunday of every month. I don't know who was there because I couldn't make it, but I think Quince was
There
there.
were like 20 of us there today.
Well, for the admin team, yeah, there were a good number of people, and so that is, by the way, a video call back and forth. So it's like this, but you can be on video, or you can turn your camera off, but you can talk back instead of just typing back. So we do that to keep that special connection. So if you'd like to learn about other perks of being in our Patreon subscriber group, You can learn more about it at the link that's pinned, ap529.com/links. We also have a shop with merch that Steph is wearing one right now. I can't tell if Patricia's wearing hers right now. I could be wrong.
I'm actually not wearing any merch right now.
I
Sorry.
meant to change shirts and it was a heck of a night. Yeah, both of those designs are available in our shop. We work really hard on those designs, and we'd love for you to check them out. We just put up our holiday merch, including a last minute but wonderful 12 Days of Bangtan design that's like typography like a tree. Super cool. I've been meaning to order one of those for myself all week. There you go.
I have merch.
There you go. I have merch. We have different clothes. And then lastly, we are coming up this weekend, assuming we all finish in time, which is iffy. We have a silent auction of items that we made ourselves, and that was inspired by, we had so many people tell us that they thought that the Kansas City auctions that we did at the meetups were so fun, but they couldn't go to Kansas City. They were too far. They couldn't afford it. They couldn't travel for whatever reason. And so we said, okay, let's do an auction then. Let's do another auction that's online so that everybody can participate, but let's twist it and not just auction BTS stuff. Let's make some stuff. And everybody said great, and then we didn't work on it for 2 months. So, except Steph. Steph got hers done pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
But I knew I wouldn't otherwise. I had to do it while this doing was good.
It literally took me so long to figure out what I wanted to do. I went back. I hemmed and hawed about ideas for the longest time. And then, literally just within the last week, inspiration was like, oh, okay, hi.
It happens. So,
I'm the least crafty person you've ever met.
Yeah.
It's fine. So yeah, more information will be coming up on that in a few days. It's going to run for a couple of days over next weekend, most likely. And in our shop and at the auction, 10% of the net proceeds are going to go to UNICEF. And in the shop, that's going to be through December 31st. Okay, yes. So Doc's item is almost done. Doc, as you may know, is an avid quilter.
Don't show him the whole thing, though. Just give him a little taste.
Oh, I don't care.
No,
come on. Here. All right, go ahead.
Listen, for scale, I am 4'11".
She be tiny.
So cute.
That is so cute.
And she made that design herself.
She did design that herself. Hello from the hello to the Philippines, watching from the.
Hello.
You already.
Okay, there's gonna be a fight over that.
Yeah. That's what I said. If anybody bids on my stuff, it's gonna be pity. It's gonna be.
I was gonna say, lower your expectations for the rest of us.
I'm gonna have to pay somebody to take mine.
Right.
I'm halfway through the second version of mine.
Yeah.
You want to see?
Yes.
So fun fact about that particular design, I actually
it's only partially done. It's even worse.
I know it's even better.
Yeah, is that on red narwhal?
It's pink. It's pink
in the eye. See?
Okay. Kudos if you recognize what she made.
Yeah, you get bonus points if you recognize it. Okay, so fun fact about the quilt design, I actually drew it out during one of our very, very early lives when my face couldn't be on camera.
Well, I have the other one.
Yes.
Yeah. Who recognizes that?
Yeah, this one's more recognizable. Put that one
I'm
on.
working on some project specific art. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I will show. I will show you some of my sketch. You might be able to guess. You might be able to guess.
My first time ever doing a painting of.
So cute.
This was my view from in the soup house.
It's beautiful.
I love this
photo.
It. That's all I got.
Mine I've been posting on social media in progress. It's a paint by numbers, but it's inspired by Stay Gold. So I think you'll enjoy it. And somebody asked when the bidding is. The plan is to open the auction on Friday and run it through next Sunday at midnight. So it'll end a couple hours after our Sunday live next week. So it'll run for a couple days. And I believe that this auction software that we're using, or a website that we're using, it has the ability that you don't have to be there to do every bid. You can say this is my max price and it'll auto bid for you up to that amount. Yeah. So
next weekend is basically the answer.
Next weekend. We'll follow us on social media. We'll post the link everywhere.
Perfect world.
Follow us.
Somebody called this our artist made merch, and I'm cackling.
That's a generous.
Terrifying. I can't wait to see your artist merch collections.
And Christina is working on Christina's working on some lovely clay designs.
Yes, Christina does.
Yes. Yeah, because she's a real artist, man.
She's a real artist.
She was like talking about how she had to boil the jars and all this other shit. And I'm like, man, there is so much to being a real artist. I do fabric art.
But it's still
like not quite the same.
No, that's art. It's still way creative. You made the design. You fucking sewed the shit. Shut your fucking face.
Okay. Yep. Somebody said Bob Ross. Somebody said Bob Ross. There was a period of my life where my, at the time, 3-year-old loved watching Bob Ross with my husband.
I love
Bob Ross. Unfortunately, she picked up the phrase "beat the devil" out of it and started saying that in public.
She didn't pick up "Happy Little Trees."
Nope, couldn't pick
up
that.
Fucking tracks. That's fucking tracks.
She picked up "beat the devil" out of it. Yep. Okay.
Couldn't be the "Happy Little Trees." Nah, son, not today.
Yeah,
not
she
today.
Saying
Your
this,
child.
I'm like, no, I swear we don't.
I didn't know who Bob Ross was when I moved to this country, but then I watched the documentary and learned everything about Bob Ross.
I was anything but soothing when I was painting. I can tell you that right now.
You were hilarious as shit. I enjoyed every second of your video. I really did.
Okay,
I was like, man, I filmed most of my process, but I am not as funny as you while working on art shit.
We were
nowhere near as funny
on our live the other day. I will say that. That's fun.
I only have 2 speeds while I'm working on mine. It's either
hey, if anybody wants to go live late tomorrow night when I'm home, I have to hand bind that shit.
My speeds are it's either quiet and I'm listening to a podcast about a great American scandal because that's one of my favorite things to do. So I'm sitting there quietly listening to my pod, or it's complete chaos around me. What is that? Is that TikTok sound where it's just like clattering and people screaming? It basically sounds like that right behind me, and I'm just like,
I've in your own little world.
In my own little world. I did recently buy myself some earplugs, so I've got my earplugs in. Just going away.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, is that everything that you needed to announce?
Yeah, I think that was it. So, recap: Patreon. We'd love for you to subscribe. You get some cool stuff for it. Shop. There's really cool stuff there. I know because Christina and I work really hard on it, and everybody who helps us on the team. And third, auction coming next weekend. Follow us, and we'll post the link.
Bless me. Sorry.
Okay, here we go. Let's have some fun. These are going to be rapid fire. Pick a member polls. Just whatever comes to mind. Ready? I'm going to give a scenario and you're going to give an answer. You can do it in the chat as well. So you're having Thanksgiving dinner, okay?
Oh.
BTS members are going to join us, okay?
Ooh.
What dish would they bring? So I'm going to name a name and you're going to tell me what dish they would bring, okay? Kim Namjoon.
But he would bring
the
napkins and plates.
Burnt water.
Yeah, napkins and silverware. And
don't give him no. Don't give him a knife. Don't give him a knife.
You can't give him
alcohol. No, he could bring some nice alcohol.
He could bring the alcohol. That would work.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
He can make a
would
purchase.
That'd
He's
be
got to
valid.
bubble wrap it.
The rolls.
That'd be valid.
No, nothing food.
No.
He's going to the store.
Prepackaged
like the Hawaiian sweet roll package.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. That's valid.
He'd sit on them.
He'd literally just untie it and lay it on the not even take them out of the bag. He'd just put the bag down on the table.
Yeah.
No, he'd bring you the squashed little thing and be like, "I'm so sorry."
So sorry, it fell off my bike. I ran over it on my way here.
Presuming, of course, that they're coming to American Thanksgiving. So imagine that they're bringing
American style.
American things. Okay, what would Jen bring?
The turkey.
Other than Jen.
No,
he'd like baste the shit out of a blessed turkey. It'd be the juiciest shit you ever ate.
Yeah, I think Jen would want to control the bird.
He would do the bird and the stuffing. Like it would be the most magnificent thing.
I feel like he'd find a way to make ramen stuffing. Like he'd find a way to put noodles.
Fucking absolutely would.
That actually sounds interesting.
That
You
does
can add
sound good.
eggs.
I would eat that.
Yeah, I don't know
Even
how it
though
would work, but
Cajun.
he would make it work.
Yeah.
You could just I've had salads where you just crinkle up the ramen noodles and eat them,
Oh, I love
raw.
those. That like Asian
I do
noodle
too.
salad. I love that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay, what about Yoongi?
I mean, I was originally going to say he would bring the alcohol.
Yeah,
He would also probably.
He's a good cook, though.
He's a
Man.
very good cook.
Yeah.
He would be the one that would be like the finicky one making the gravy, and all of
so where
like
no lumps, and he'd be telling you how the roux had to be so perfect.
yeah.
And well, like
I could
swatting
see
you
that.
away with a spatula, like no, don't
No,
touch it.
no.
And then he would also bring the mashed potatoes to go with the gravy because he would be obsessed about making sure it was perfection.
Yeah, you can't stir them too much.
Yeah, you got to be careful if you overstir them, and then you can't add.
Gummy.
Yeah,
Bring the butter.
You can't jam them up and make them all gummy and stuff. Like perfection. Yeah, so potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, and telling Namjoon to stay out of the kitchen.
Hajima kitchen.
Hajima kitchen.
Okay, what about Hobie? What's a Hobie bringing? I feel like he's bringing dessert. I feel like he's just like, I don't know, something.
Yeah, I could see him bringing dessert
because he's
we know he knows his way around a kitchen.
Yeah. He would
also a good sous chef.
Yes, he is a good sous chef.
Mm.
I think dessert is a good thing for Hobie. He'd probably also be like, he would have decorated also.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like he'd be setting everything up.
Mm-hmm. Apple pie. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, what about Jimin?
I think Jimin would probably be making some of the side dishes with like weird stuff.
He's got side dish energy.
Yeah.
Side dish energy is strong with him.
Side dish energy is strong for Jimin.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want the pressure. Don't give me the pressure of the turkey.
We do
and
like
the cranberry sauce. He's making the
corn.
cranberry sauce.
See, I thought Tay would be cranberry sauce. Like he just opened that can up and just
he would just
open
open the can.
He would. He wouldn't even bother slicing down the can ribs. He just flush that thing right out there. Here's your cranberry sauce, bitches. Enjoy it.
He might even grab a piece of the bread that Namjoon brought and just like dip it in the cranberry.
Yeah, I would definitely bring in the cranberry. That's absolutely how Tay would do that.
I'm gonna be devastated. JK, what's JK bringing? Just think. Run episode. Just think.
The glazed sweet
The glazed sweet
potato. The sweet potato. Sure.
He's making the exceptional side dishes that Jimin doesn't make. Whatever Jimin doesn't make, JK's making because he is such a freaking master chef.
That's right. He's bringing these.
He's making some pasta, some banging ass pasta for us.
Hopefully, his cooking skills improved in the military.
Yeah. They clearly did. They clearly
did based on his cooking lives lately. Like he gonna make us some sweet ass pastas. What he's gonna do?
He would bring Tinny's mac and cheese, and he'd figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He probably would. He'd be like, I heard that they eat mac and cheese as a vegetable in some parts of the U.S.
Right.
So, here you go.
Right.
Let's make mac like a 12-pound thing of mac and cheese.
Yeah. And they'd still bring rice.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
And then put the rice cooker on the floor because
that's where the rice cooker belongs.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Okay. So I am going to list some relatives. Okay. Describe some relatives, and I want you to tell me which member is going to befriend them first, or because nobody else will. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
The uncle who talks too much.
Probably
Yoongi because he's just going to sit there and let the man talk. Yes, yes, on the same page. Yes, Yoongi. He's just going to sit there and let the man talk.
He's somewhere else.
Yeah, he's just going to be sitting there drinking his whiskey, not paying attention to
nodding
shit the guy says, but he's going to be like nodding occasionally. Yeah.
Okay, the aunt who judges the pie crust.
Jimin.
Jimin.
Oh,
Jimin.
no, okay.
Jimin?
Yeah, because he's also going to be judging.
He's
the
also
pie crust.
judging the pie.
He's like, they're going to be standing there together, being like, mm-hmm.
Okay. The cousin who's always in trouble.
Okay.
Taeyoung.
I'm just thinking the same thing.
Taeyoung or Jungkook.
Yeah.
Or I mean, honestly, you could go to
Tae's going to get there first, though.
Yeah, Tae will get there
Tae's
first.
going to catch him first.
Okay. The shy little kid.
Oh, that's actually probably that would
be Jimin.
probably still be Taeyoung.
Jimin and or Taeyoung.
Tae or Jimin. Yeah.
Yeah. They would probably tag team the shy child. Tae.
Yeah. They just pass it back and forth.
Okay.
Actually, but that also, it could be Yoongi.
It could be Yoongi, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now, given that we know his little heart. Okay, what about who's going to befriend the grandfather who wants everyone to pull his finger?
Jin.
Yeah.
Jin. They're going to pass dad jokes back and forth all day long, and they're going to be loud as shit.
I could also see Taeyoung
Okay,
doing
and then
that.
who's just going to hang out with the dog?
What?
JK.
Who's going to hang out with the dog?
JK.
Jungkook.
JK's absolutely going to hang out with the dog.
Any of them would
They're
hang
gonna
out
be
with the dog
besties.
willingly. I
And
think,
Hobie.
They all would. Yeah,
Yeah,
they all would.
they all would.
They all would.
But JK would be like, I don't have to talk to people. Sold.
but never forget that chicken.
Never.
Oh my god. Okay.
Then how many dogs have we seen that man befriend between Are You Sure and Run BTS? Like,
Now, if it was a cat,
Man's
different
just-
story.
that'd be Jimin.
Yeah, if it was a cat, that would be Yoongi. We're all thinking the same. That's awesome. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. So RM's there hanging out. What conversation would he immediately start with your cousin that's sitting down on the couch? So what's RM going to pull out of his sleeve to get to know somebody immediately at Thanksgiving lunch?
Some philosophical shit.
Yeah, he's probably gonna ask him what's the last book you read or something or movie you watched, and then he's gonna go from there.
It kind of might be a cop out, but like I feel like Namjoon would try to let the other person speak first and lead the conversation, and he would go from there and listen to what they say and then go off with something on that.
Yeah. Yeah. If he didn't let them start, he would ask them a leading question like,
Yeah. What's
their
something you
favorite
read lately?
Yeah.
Something, music or a book. What are you listening to?
Yeah.
Or
what
do you
podcasts? Like he'd try to just like, what's something interesting you learned recently?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he would just go with, he would wing it with whatever they said because his interests are so wide and varied and he's so intelligent, he can run a conversation just about any direction.
And then you'd end up with like, and what is art? And then you'd just be like, I can't.
Or he'd be really manic and running around the room. There's
With
no
the shy child. He would take the shy child and make
Breaking
them no longer
something.
shy by
Break-
just running
probably
around the
break
room with
something.
them.
Yeah.
He'll break something and that will start the conversation.
Hajima running, sit down on the couch. Now what? What do you like to do?
I like to sit here when my members tell me to sit down and not touch anything.
I like to not touch anything when they tell me to stop touching.
RM's the one I think I would have the most faith in, that he'd be able to talk to pretty much anybody.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they all would, because they've all been, they're all good at it. But you know what I'm saying? Like he'd be.
Him and Yoongi, because if nothing else, Yoongi has like 9 million random facts in his back pocket.
So many facts.
Well, he likes to interview people, so he'd have a ton of questions. He'd come up with a lot of questions, I think.
Yes.
For people.
Yes.
Like, how did you get stuck coming here? Like, why are you here?
Yeah, what got you trapped?
How'd you get stuck in
What got you trapped here at this dinner?
I got stuck making mashed potatoes. What did you make?
Go to American Thanksgiving, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Jen, what joke would he repeat way too many times?
Oh my, gobble gobble.
Fuck. Something along those lines.
Something about the turkey.
Yeah,
Or
turkey
he'd
day.
probably-
He'd call it turkey day.
Yeah. Just turkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turkey
bacon,
puns.
put it together.
Because he would have been the one to bring the turkey, and it would be all turkey puns. And like, did you enjoy that turkey I made you?
Well, I hope no one ran afoul of my bird.
It would never end. It would never end.
Oh my god, all turkey jokes is too much.
He'll probably make some kind of joke about like turkey in the country and turkey the animal, and just like mixing them up or something like that. And everybody would go like, "What?"
Yes,
You know.
people in the chat
Turkey,
do
but
the same
not the
thing.
turkey.
You do
Okay,
turkey puns you never knew existed by the end of that dinner.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay, because I think that Jin would like research. Like he would like Google like
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, he'd show up
like-
dressed like a pilgrim.
Honestly, that could be Taeyang.
I can see Tay doing that.
He would send the dress code to the chat, and Taeyang would be the only other one who showed up also dressed like a
She'd walk and be like, I told you they were joking.
But Hobie would do it, but it would be fashion.
Yeah, it would be vaguely
It
pilgrimy.
would be pilgrim, but make it fashion.
Pilgrim, but fashion. You wouldn't be. You would only know it was pilgrim if you knew that was the dress code.
Like,
No, he'd have it hiding in the back room, and he'd be like, "I got 60 seconds, and go!" And he'd just run off and go change and come back.
I bet that Hobie will bring a bag that looks like a turkey with feathers.
Oh,
Yeah, he
that
definitely
would
would
be
bring a bag
amazing.
that looks like a turkey or some kind of.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay,
Pilgrim
okay.
hat.
So for Suga, what dry one-liner would he make and make the whole table explode into laughter?
Oh god.
What would he comment on?
He'd probably make some shit up about the turkey.
He'd probably have all kinds of facts about how terrible the pilgrims actually were.
He'd be setting the dining room straight about this is a terrible holiday.
That is exactly what he would do.
When somebody asks him how
this holiday.
when somebody asks him how did he end up at the dinner, he will say, "Do you know BTS?"
Facts.
You'd have a whole you'd have a whole history lesson, yes.
On to J-Hope, with who I'm convinced would wear like turkey socks or something. Like I think he would like totally pull it off. Okay.
Yeah.
If grandma decides she wants to learn a dance move, which one's he teaching her?
Depends on how agile grandma is.
Isn't there one actually called the wobble? I don't know. I think he would probably I think he would try to teach her something like super easy.
Floss.
Yeah.
Floss.
I feel like he would teach her one of like his dance challenges, but like he would put it at the simple version where it's like just the arms or something.
My God, but maybe Killing It Girl.
Listen, I would love to see
Killing it,
Hobie teach
Grandma.
grandma
You're killing
like
it, Grandma.
mama.
You're killing
Chicken noodle soup. Yeah. Where's the sad thing?
I could pay to see
basically
grandma
be
do
that
that.
grandma. I
Oh,
could be
no.
that grandma. I'm not
I
a
could
grandma
too.
yet, but I'm the age.
Mr. Lee's version of Sweet Dreams. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Andrea. That's exactly the kind of shit he would teach grandma.
You're too young to be his grandma. Just keep that in mind.
That's true. Mona Lisa. Okay. Let's see. Jimin, what family member would immediately adopt him as their favorite?
Any
All
female.
of them.
All of them. Yeah.
All of them.
Actually,
Once you
yeah,
gym
all
in,
of
you
them.
don't gym out. All of them. 100% of them would adopt him as their
Can
family.
you just see like everybody sitting at the table just staring at him? Like just like enthralled.
I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like you would be staring at all 7 of them realistically. Like
Everybody would. Everybody
you
would
wouldn't know
want
where to look. You wouldn't know where to fucking look. You just
And when
I
he
mean,
also
but
has
as soon as he fell out of his chair, everyone would just rush to pick him up
yeah.
because
Yeah.
you know he will fall out of his chair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just give him a nice sturdy chair if he's coming for dinner.
It's his own fault most of the time because you know he flings himself when he laughs.
No.
Yeah. Got to give him something real sturdy and steady.
Yeah.
Okay, what mysterious comment would Tay Tay make that nobody would understand, but everybody would love?
Oh my God.
What would he comment on? Like, what would be like a weird thing that he'd probably notice and comment on? Make a comment on. Yeah.
He would probably have written an entire sonnet about cranberry sauce.
Probably, because that's what he brought.
Because that was what he was focused on the whole time.
That's why he brought the cranberry, and he heard that the Americans like it in the can with the ribs still on it.
Or like trying to get like his fingers, how many fingers he can stick through the napkin ring, like that kind of shit. Like he'd be like doing something weird, like.
He will be when he serves the cranberry sauce, he's going to be looking for the strangest plate that you have.
Yes.
So he can swirl in the garden your cranberry sauce.
You have a squirrel plate.
Created a village for it, and he will have a whole town created. The people who go to worship the cranberry sauce.
It'd be a whole story.
Okay, what if it's not spoken? What if it's just every time you look over and he's putting an astounding amount of food in his mouth?
Oh, that too.
Oh, well, I mean, the way that man can
like an
put
entire,
food in his
like
mouth.
an entire slice of pumpkin pie. It's just like, is he okay? No.
No. Yes, he is actually.
But strangely, yes. No, but
yes, he is actually. Because that man
had butter, like in a turkey mold, like molded as a turkey. He'd love that shit.
Oh my God, the butter, yes, the butter that's molded in the turkey.
Andrea, I do have a squirrel plate.
Totally. He would totally take pictures with it.
Yeah.
Andrea, I do have a squirrel plate. I have the squirrel in the garden. It is my family heirloom. It sits upon my table.
Yeah. Okay,
so
what?
You can use that.
What game would JK want to play at Thanksgiving? Some people like to play games at Thanksgiving. What would he pick?
Given recent activities, party animals.
Play a video game?
Very likely.
Yeah,
I don't know about a real game. I'm trying to think about like an in-person game that trying to think of, because everything that he'd suggest, they would all probably be like, oh no, you're gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uno.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Uno.
Yeah, Uno would be good. Tay would have to reread the directions though on how to play it. Okay, so here we go. This is our last thing. We're gonna do gratitude themed superlatives. Okay.
Ooh.
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
Just shout a name. Most likely to write a heartfelt thank you letter.
Namjoon.
Namjoon.
I thought so too. Most likely to cry during the gratitude circle.
Jungkook.
JK. We're like halfway through Namjoon's letter. JK's already
3 words in.
A sobbing mess.
Most likely to make everyone feel appreciated.
What?
Most likely to make everyone feel appreciated.
Kobe.
Yeah. Kobe.
Yeah.
And we all know this next one. Most likely to give the best hugs.
Jimin.
I would say Jimin or Tay, but Jimin probably.
Jimin.
Most likely to remember something small you said months ago.
Taeyang.
Tay.
Yeah.
He always remembers weird little details.
The weird little details lock into his brain, man.
Yeah.
Most likely to host a Friendsgiving.
Jin.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any friends. What are you talking about?
Yeah, according to him, he doesn't.
Yeah, as he's like hosted 72 weddings in the last calendar year.
Most likely to thank the delivery driver, the barista, and the mailman.
Yoongi.
Yeah.
Oh.
SUGA is the kind of person who thanks staff a lot. They all are thankful.
They
to
all
staff,
do.
They all do. They all thank staff, but SUGA seems to be one.
I think he's the one that like quietly does it when no one else is looking. I was
gonna say quietly and tiny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You already know some of these. Most likely to take over the kitchen.
I would have said Jin at one point, but I don't know. Maybe JK.
JK.
JK probably.
I think both of them.
Post-millet,
And then
both of
nobody
them,
else
yeah.
would want to go in because they'd be fighting with each other.
They can
Yeah,
tag
yeah.
JK. Everybody thinks JK. Okay. We already kind of said this, but most likely to show up wearing something outrageous.
Hobie.
Jin.
Yeah.
Toby tag. Toby.
Hobie.
See,
Okay.
Hobie's gonna show up wearing something outrageously fashion,
Fancy,
but
yeah.
like outrageous
Outrageously
just to be
themed.
a goofball. Jin.
Jen. Yeah.
Yeah. Hobie's is gonna be wild and but expensive, and Jin is gonna wear like a costume from the Spirit of Halloween.
Okay. Most likely to voluntarily sit at the kids' table.
Taeyoung.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jimin would come try to shove him off his chair, be like, "That was a great idea." They'd be like, "I was
Yeah.
here first."
Love it. Most likely to lead the cleanup after dinner.
All of them, really.
Hobie.
Yeah.
Hobie
Hobie.
or Yoongi?
I would say, or no,
No.
Would you
I
like
would-
to watch dishes?
I would say Hobie.
I usually see either Taeyoung or Namjoon because they are almost
Yeah.
never cooking.
It's-
So they
yeah,
can
it's-
come in and immediately start cleaning up.
You know what
Now
it's gonna
let's push
be?
by
They're
Hobie.
gonna fucking they're gonna take
When you
whoever
said the
didn't
same
bring food and they're gonna rock, paper, scissors that bitch, and then whoever loses is gonna go clean up.
Yeah, they will. That's so true. Okay,
how they
most
do.
likely to remember everyone's name.
Maybe Hobie. After watching his J-Hope in the Box documentary, when he went around and he thanked like every single staff member at his listening party, and he was like talking to them personally.
Yeah.
But Yoongi too, maybe.
I was gonna say Yoongi as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Hobie. I could see Hobie. I could also see like V, because he's got that brain space to remember the most minute fucking
He
details.
does.
Mhm.
And he just seems like one who would remember minute
I don't know.
things
I
like
feel like
people's
maybe it's a
names.
skill they all practice.
Sure.
It might be.
Terrible at it.
Yeah.
My ADHD knows her face but don't know her name.
Okay, two more.
Yeah.
Most likely to eat leftovers at midnight.
All of them.
JK.
Jung
All
Kook,
of them.
JK, all of them.
all of them but JK.
But also JK, and all of them.
Okay, last but not least, most likely to fall asleep in a chair after dinner.
Yoongi.
Yoongi for sure. Well, he's listening to that talkative uncle.
While he's
Come on,
listening to that grandpa. Yeah, that's
Still not talking.
Uncle's still talking. And
the uncle's still talking. He's snoozing. Man.
Oh, I hope he's wearing sunglasses so you can't tell.
Yeah.
He's got that beanie pulled down way low.
was it Taeyoung that used to fall asleep with his eyes open sometimes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. If you can pull that
Quite the
off.
skill set,
You can
man.
pull that
Quite the
off,
skill set.
totally. I just picture Yoongi as the one that, like, you know how there's that relative that will just get up in the middle of whatever everybody's doing, they go into another room and go lay down. That's what I
That's
see
my dad.
Yoongi doing. Like, just being like, okay, I've reached my limit. I'm going to
Yeah.
lay down where the coats are
Yeah.
on the spare bed, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, that's it. That's all I had.
I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a great party, and I wish we could actually be there.
Yeah.
It would be fantastic, really.
That sounds better than the Thanksgiving I did have.
You know, I really would love to try whatever kind of turkey Jin made, to be honest. That thing would be
There
succulent.
would be a soy glaze on that thing.
It'd be so good. It'd
I'd
be
be
like
down
the
for
best turkey you ever had in your fucking life, man.
Mm-hmm.
It
I'd be
really
so
would.
down.
Well, I'm looking forward to the mashed potatoes and gravy from Yoongi.
I know. Smoothest mashed potatoes and gravy you ever tasted in your life. fluffiest mashed potatoes.
Ooh, sesame oil on a turkey. That sounds pretty good.
Ooh,
Okay, now I'm getting
that sounds
hungry.
good.
I know.
Oh, man. I'm really glad I ate some food before this.
How do we wrap this up?
I'm done.
Well, we do our
We do our
Thank you. That was
usual
awesome,
thing.
Steph.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was great, Steph.
Awesome. There was laughter, there was feelings, there was, it was a full feel good time.
It was
It was actually a lot of fun.
stuff.
So we usually wrap up with our reminders. If you join our Discord server, we've mentioned it a couple of times. You can find more info out about our auction there. There were some people asking. We've got lots of other things going on right now. We've got a holiday card exchange going on that is being run by Desiree. I don't know if she's here. I thought she was earlier.
I think she was earlier.
Desiree is running a holiday card exchange within the community, and you can find out more info about that and join that if you want to. We did it last year, and everybody really loved it and enjoyed it. So we brought it back, and we love it when our community members can jump in and spearhead something themselves. So yay for that. But also, we've got tons of stuff. We talked about streaming and charting earlier, and we have a whole channel for that in our Discord where you can go and you can find out information about streaming projects that are happening on the internet, if there's voting going on, how to vote, help if you have concerns, what things are we trying to chart, all kinds of things in our streaming, charting, and voting channel. Christina hangs out in there a lot, and we have some of our community who work really hard to bring all the latest info and help. So check that out. We also have tons of watch parties and club events going on, our book club, our meditation club. We've got my weekly watch party every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Steph's got her K-drama watch party on Mondays. Patricia and Shells are hosting.
Saturdays.
Saturday. My bad. My brain. On Mondays, Patricia and Shells are hosting Hwarang right now. We every other week is Run BTS. We've always got something going on. So if you haven't joined our Discord yet, you can find the invite at the pinned comment in the chat at ap529.com/links. And tomorrow, this coming week, I believe, I haven't put the event up yet, but this coming week, Thursdays, we're going to start showing Are You Sure? Season 2. Because it's premiering.
I'm so excited.
Wednesday, but of course we go live on TikTok on Wednesdays. So Thursdays will be our watch party for the new season of Are You Sure? So make sure when you're in the Discord server, you find the events tab, click on that. You can find weekly watch party with Quince. Make sure you click interested, and whenever it's starting or it'll tag you and let you know that the event is happening. I'm done.
All right. We go live twice a week. We go live every Sunday here on YouTube for our Sunday surprise deep dive. Tonight was Stephanie's turn to surprise everybody. I do believe next week is Patricia's turn. So she's going to surprise us all next Sunday. You're not going to want to miss that. It's every Sunday, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And on Wednesdays, we go live on TikTok for our midweek tea. And let's be so fucking for real, guys. This Wednesday is going to be a whole lot of Jin because it's his birthday in Korea. So his birthday is on Thursday in Korea, which is Wednesday here in the U.S. So we are going to be talking a whole fucking bunch about Jin and bringing you news from the week and all the fun stuff. So you're going to want to tune into that over on TikTok at Army Project 529. It is also at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. So you're going to want to join us for that. We are going to be kikiing all about Jin and all the news that happened for the weekend. Boy, has there been a lot of news, man. It has been a jam-packed
I want to talk about today.
fucking week. It is going to be dangerous on Wednesday. I can tell you that fucking much because there's been a whole lot of danger this week. So you're going to want to join us over there for all the giggles and the fun and the danger and the destruction, the taste-struction. There's also an L thing with J-Hope. So it's fine. It's gonna be great. We're doing great, guys. We're doing great, sweeties. Everything is fine. Join us over there. We've enjoyed having time with you today. It's been a whole lot of fun. So bye, everybody.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Have a good week.
We love you all.
See you.
Bye.
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 Bye.